Hello, folks, and welcome to Dried Watermelon.
And some things that have not yet come to pass.
So here in the Mirror of Galadriel, it's actually not Frodo alone with Galadriel, but Sam is with him, and Sam's the one who sees the destruction of the Shire. So just a little bit of a minor change here, but I can see why Jackson made the change. I guess it makes it a little bit more tragic and emphasizing the burden that Frodo is carrying with him, that the decisions he makes will affect all of the Shire. So this is just another kind of added bit of action. And this is one part that I've never really enjoyed. I really like the movies, right? I'm looking purposely for differences and criticizing these, but folks, I love the movies. I really, really enjoyed them. And I enjoyed the book as well, and I enjoy each for what they are in their own mediums. But this seemed just too much for me. They're like, what, 500 orcs here? And Aragorn's fighting them all at once. I know that he narrows it down by going up that building, and then the rest pass him to look for everyone else. But anyways, this scene I always thought is a little bit too Hollywood and too cheesy. So I wished that it had been a little bit more realistic and he'd just been meeting a few orcs here and there, running through and fighting them off. Aragorn is a great warrior. We don't need to see him standing up to 500 here to prove that. Additionally, Aragorn doesn't actually encounter Frodo in the book. Frodo has his meeting with Boromir. He puts the ring on, he disappears, and then he doesn't actually run into anyone else before escaping. So in the movie here, Aragorn runs into him, and that doesn't happen in the book. I think the rationale that Jackson did was so that Aragorn would know why Frodo wasn't going to go along with him, and that kind of makes sense as well. And it's also to prove Aragorn's character foil.
They took the little ones. Stay still. Frodo. Where is Frodo?
I let Frodo go.
Then you did what I could not. I tried to take the ring from him.
The ring is beyond our reach now.
Forgive me. I did not see. I have failed you all.
No, Boromir.
So here, when the Uruk-hai are fighting Boromir, I think is really well depicted. I think it's really well acted. Sean Bean does a great job here. Of course, another classic Bean death. But anyways, he's shot with several arrows with many dead orcs and their cadavers around him, showing how great a warrior he is. And that's described in the book. Except, it's not in Fellowship of the Ring. It's in the Two Towers. This is the first major event, I'd say, of the Two Towers in the book. Of course, here, it kind of makes sense for this to happen now, because we see what happens with Boromir. We see Frodo going off with Sam. So it makes sense to have Boromir's death here. It makes it a little bit more dramatic and a nice way to close the movie out. It fills the viewer with more despair because the Fellowship is broken. This is a major change, but I understand why it's done, and I think it's done so beautifully. I think that Boromir's passing and death, when Aragorn comes to him, is just so poignant and beautifully done. And I think even the script is more beautiful in the film when Boromir comes full circle from when he said Gondor has no king, Gondor needs no king, when he first meets Aragorn, to now saying, I would have followed you, my brother, my captain, my king. So I love how they bring it around full circle. Really well done. In the book, though, I do want to say, Gimli and Legolas are always singing, right? And Aragorn are singing, and they're always recounting stories and poems and stuff, and it's great. But I will point out that they're trying to catch the Uruk-hai who have taken Merry and Pippin. And in the novel, they start to sing, right? And so they collect a lot of the weapons of those that Boromir has killed because they don't want to leave his body there. So they take one of the boats, they put Boromir's body in the boat, and then they put his weapons in there. And I can't remember exactly, but I thought they put some of the weapons of the Uruk-hai that he had killed also as trophies, essentially. Maybe not. I'm trying to remember that. Regardless, they start to sing as almost like a eulogy. I think Aragorn sings a song, or was it Legolas first? Anyways, they each sing, and then they take turns singing, and then they sing another song. You know, if you're trying to catch someone, you need to start running right away. You don't start singing. And then the other person's like, oh no, now I have to sing. And then the first person's like, oh, I have to sing again. Right? You should be running after them as fast as you can. They might have actually had a better chance of catching them. They weren't that far behind at this point. So, anyways,